Hello and welcome to episode 132 of the Heart of Markness Led Zeppelin podcast. We've got a good one tonight. It's one that I've neglected John Paul Jones way too long. I've done at least a couple of patron-only episodes featuring his stuff. I did do Diamanda Galas recently, didn't I? I guess I haven't been neglecting him then. Now I guess I'm over-neglecting him. However, we've got John Paul Jones tonight. Solo tour, Zooma tour, Las Vegas, 1999, January 11th, according to the notes. That doesn't seem right. I'm going to have to look that up and see if that's actually November 1st, and they're doing the funny, non-American way of doing the date. However, it is John Paul Jones touring for his solo album, Zooma. And Las Vegas, Nevada. Great soundboard recording. Sounds fantastic. Jonesy solo. This was about 22 years ago. And he put out a couple of albums then. He put out Zooma, and then a couple years later he put out The Thunder Thief. He toured for both of them. Both tours were rad. I didn't see either one. I don't know why. I think it might have just been under my radar. Or, more likely, I wasn't living in a location where he was coming. I don't know. I missed a lot of opportunities. But, however, anywho, there we go. Man, I got nothing. What am I going to say? I just got home from work. I just sat down. I'm working into the mood because I'm working a lot more because my assistant quit. All because she got a job that pays a lot more. I don't blame her. But that means that I am working a lot more, which is great for my paycheck when I get it. But, I get home 2.5 hours or so later than I used to. So it's already dark. It's already nighttime here. I got to eat dinner. So I just jump in and get started. That's the reason for the changed vibe. If you may have noticed, I will still smoke out during the songs and be happy when I get back. Don't you worry. John Paul Jones Zooma tour. I don't have a list of who's playing what. I should look that up. I thought I had that saved, but all I have are my notes, are the notes from the show. Anyhow, yay. The set list. This is going to be available for download. This entire show at heartofmarkness.com. I got behind again, but I got caught up, and I am all current now, almost. And here's the track list. It's 2 CDs. It's good old Introduction, and then Zooma, into Goose, into Grind, into The Smile of Your Shadow. All these are off of Zooma, by the way. Nosumi Blues, No Quarter, Spaghetti Junction, which is off the Scream for Help soundtrack. In fact, on that track, on that album, Jimmy plays with them too. Came out in like 85, 86. Steal Away and Snake Eyes. On to disc 2, Crackback, another song off of the Scream for Help soundtrack. Another track with Jimmy from that album. Bass and Drums, Bee Fingers, Jump Blues, When the Levee Breaks, Title, Trampled Underfoot, and Black Dog, Dog. Wow, who's the singer? He doesn't have one, which is a little bit of a problem, in my opinion, when you're playing something like Trampled Underfoot and you're just playing but it's cool, but I don't know, that's me. A little note on this, Jonesy is incredible. He's playing bass, he's playing keyboards, he's playing this crazy, cool slide apparatus, kind of like a dobro. And it kicks ass. I don't know if he had a triple neck horizontal that he played. I don't know if it was on the Zooma tour, the Thunder Thief, or both. But he's got a Manson guitars. I think it's Manson, who are his luthier. They make his guitars. They made his triple neck from the 77 tour, and they make his equipment, and they make good shit, and he has some really cool stuff. Man. All right. Since I'm obviously still in just got home from work mode, I'm going to dump into some music so that y'all can enjoy something other than me just going, ugh, I just got home. What am I going to play first? What am I going to play first? Huh. You know what we're going to play first? We're going to play Nosumi Blues first. Something new. It is badass. John Paul Jones, Las Vegas, January 11th or November 1st. I'll look that up. Enjoy. Soundboard quality, so you guys don't have to suffer through audience tapes for this one. Enjoy, my friends. It's good. Much respect. Badass, right? Now, yes, it's missing a singer, and like most things Jonesy, at least to my ears, technically brilliant, needs a little dirt. Needs a little filth, needs a little swagger, needs a little, I don't know. It's good. It's in the next, I don't think on this album, but I think for the Thunder Thief, I think he opened for King Crimson, which is the perfect audience for his music because it's very technical. It's very virtual. I mean, it's played brilliantly and very creative. It just doesn't seem to have, for me, this is just for me, the kind of soul, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't hook. I listen to it and go, "Oh, that's really cool," but it's not something that I listen to often. It's just like, wow, his virtuosity is unquestioned, and his creativity and uniqueness and diversity of instruments and instrumentation and styles. I mean, he's written an opera. He's worked with Sonic Youth on avant-garde ballet. He's written a classical suite piece called The Tudor Pull. He's Ghost Sonata, I think, is the opera. You know, he does electronic music. He does bluegrass. He does all this stuff. He's all over the map. And if you look at what he does, just get on YouTube and type John Paul Jones and see all the cool shit he's done. Like, I put something up in the Heart of Markness Facebook group yesterday, maybe, or maybe it was the day before. In 2012, he did a benefit show with Brian May from Queen and Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, the singer, and Ian Pace, the drummer from Deep Purple. And they did a jam, and they jammed on some Purple tunes, Black Knight. Who knew? Holy shit. He's incredible. All right, I did spend that entire song trying to find out who was in his 99 touring band. Google let me down. Wikipedia let me down. Even, sad to say, even some of my Led Zeppelin sites let me down. I'm going to look again while I play this next song for you. What are you going to play, Mark? I think I'm going to play Levee. When the Levee Breaks. With that badass, dirty slide. Oh! All right, Levee. Enjoy. Well, I am no closer to finding out who's in that band. I even looked on Royal Orleans, and it was mentioned as the band. And somebody described the guitar player, a dude in a kilt who plays a stick like Tony Levin. So with the stick, he can play bass when he needs to play bass. He can play guitar when he needs to play guitar, kind of. It's that kind of thing. Very cool. I'm sorry that I let you down, but I did confirm that it was in fact on November 1st, 1999. I did do that. So I get partial credit, eh? And it's about an hour after we last spoke. So I'm much more in homebody mode. I had dinner. And now I am relaxed and home and not just fresh from the big city. So let us, friends, now commence with the spiel. I can be found on Facebook. Where else? Twitter and YouTube under the name Heart of Markness. The Facebook is where I have the Heart of Markness Facebook group with almost 200 or at least more than 150 good people who hang out, talk music, talk Heart of Markness, talk Led Zeppelin, da-da-da-da-da. Very good folks. If you want a place to hang out and talk Zeppelin or music or whatever, pop in there, join up. Everybody's nice. Only had to kick one person out in 2 years, and that was just a straight up, literal Nigerian prince. Hello, my friends. So it was a scam. So do swing by. You're on Facebook, because if you're listening to this, chances are you're at least Generation X, if not a boomer. So Facebook is where you go. Twitter, as I said, YouTube. Yeah, the podcast is on YouTube. Diddly diddly day. It's also on anything you can get a podcast on. The Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, etc. But you don't need to know how to find the podcast because you're listening to it. You can find the shows we listen to at heartofmarkness.com. I mentioned that earlier when I read the set list. So, if I'm a good person, which I'm not, at the end of tonight, this show will be up on Heart of Markness. Otherwise, it will pop up on Saturday or Sunday. So if you don't see it, give it a day or two, pop back. It'll be there, and you can download it for free if you want. If you don't want to, then don't. What else do I have to say? Thank you. Oh, this Jonesy show, is by special request from David H., the wonderful human being, friend, patron, and benefactor of the spreadsheet that lists everything I've done in these podcasts, every date I've used, and every song from every date that I've used. So I won't have any more embarrassing situations like, hey, let's listen to Vienna 73. Again? What do you mean again? Oh, I've done that before. So, because now I'm in the, in the 130s. There's a lot of shows to keep juggling around. So thank you, David. Thank you, David. And Christy Hallsberg's book, Search for Jimmy Page, that lady, that author that I interviewed a little bit ago, her book is out, Searching for Jimmy Page. Truly an enjoyable book. Truly a good book. You don't have to be a Zepp fan. It's a great story. It's a great read. And it's very, very well written, as it should be, because, she's an English professor. Creative writing, I believe. Thank you for talking to me, Christy. That was wonderful and enlightening. Get that book. I'm going to get that book, but we've got to wait till payday, which is next, Monday. Not the Monday coming. Oh, wow. I've got a while. Whew. All right. What are we going to listen to now? We are going to listen to No Quarter. But Mark, isn't that going to be boring as fuck without Jimmy Page and Robert Plant singing it? Maybe. But it's very well played, and it's John Paul Jones. Have some goddamn respect. No Quarter. November 1st, confirmed. John Paul Jones, Las Vegas, at The Joint. enjoy. Oh, wait, I'm not done yet. Shit. If you like what I do and you like how I do it and you're of a mind and of the means to do so, take a look at becoming a patron of this fine podcast. You get your own podcast every month. You get access to the great big mega drive from where I derive all my shows. So you can just look at that and browse. There's a shitload on there now. Because every classic rock show, every Zeppelin show, things I've thought about, things I just have because they're mine, you get access to all of it. Run your grubby little fingers through all my stuff. If you're a patron, that is. So patreon.com/heartofmarkness or go to heartofmarkness.com and click the little patron banner in the upper left. It's a little pink P. Here are the current titans upon whose shoulders rests this mighty podcast. A laurel and hearty handshake go out to Philip, Picard, Kneggern, Jeff, Chris, Michael, Rob from Melbourne, Australia, Wayne, Brad, Danielle, Tracy, with whom I'm having breakfast on Sunday, David H., my savior, my benefactor, the man because of whom you are listening to John Paul Jones tonight. Other David, David D., Bonzo Billy, and Mimo. Mimo. What else do we have? That's it. All right, now we can get going. Wubba lubba dub dub. No quarter. John Paul Jones. Jesus Christ, the boy can play anything, and he's good. I just wish he was with Jimmy. Can you imagine? Even as old men, they could do some great acoustic stuff. Some great mellow stuff. Shit. Well, whatever. Enjoy this, at least. We've got this. November 1st, 1999. John Paul Jones, No Quarter. Mwah! That was cool. That was really cool. Man, I miss Jonesy. I miss those guys. Anywho, that was No Quarter, which brings us kind of sort of to the end of our little journey. It's a short podcast tonight, but I played you 3 songs. You got your 3 songs. 2 of them were kind of long. I just haven't been very chatty today, for which I apologize. But we are moving forward. And this weekend I will have a classic rock podcast. What else? Thursday will be another Led Zeppelin podcast, or Led Zeppelin related. Since I did Jonesy this week, I will do a good old-fashioned Zeppelin show next week. I don't want to just do too much. I have to space out the things like The Firm and Jonesy, because that just doesn't have the appeal of good old Led Zeppelin the same amount. It's more niche. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you like it, let me know. You can reach me at mark@heartofmarkness.com or at any of the other million venues and vectors that I gave out earlier. And what else is there? I feel like there's something major. Oh, let me get her name right. Christy Alexander Hallberg is the author of Searching for Jimmy Page. I know I didn't get the Alexander in last time. Hope I got the last name right. Christy Alexander Hallberg, Searching for Jimmy Page. Brand new book. Excellent. Please consider it. I really honestly enjoyed it very, very much. And I think we're going to call it a night. Yeah, sorry. I'm off my game tonight, and I don't know why. But whatever. I hope you are good to yourselves, and please be good to yourselves and each other. I'll talk to you soon. And Mark at heartofmarkness.com. If there's a show you want me to listen to or something you want me to do, let me know. I won't guarantee that I'll do it, but I'll guarantee you that I will consider it. Thank you. Good night.